Assalamu alaikum. The topic of my presentation is Decline of the Mughal Empire, presented by Barira, presented to Sir Masood. Reason 1. Aurangzeb's responsibilities. Aurangzeb's policies and his intolerance was the main reason which led to the decline of the Mughal Empire. His forefather had worked exceptionally hard to acquire the loyalty and support of his subjects, particularly the Rajputs and Hindus, but he showed no regard for the rituals or positions of the individuals who belonged to these communities. He imposed special taxes called jizya on people who belonged to a religion other than Islam. Soon after his death, Mughal Empire crumbled. Reason 2. Weak successors of Aurangzeb. Apart from Bahadur Shah Zafar II, none of the Aurangzeb's successors were capable of protecting the Mughal Empire's territories from hostiles. It's not that there was no threats during the time of Akbar and Babur or Shah Jahan, but they were capable of dealing with such threats gracefully and effectively. Aurangzeb's successors spent most of the time enjoying the perks of the royal harems and drinking wines. Reason 3. No definite law of succession. Because there was no clear-cut rule as to who would inherit the throne from a Mughal emperor. Whenever an emperor died or was imprisoned by his own son, there would be a bloody war of succession among the emperor's sons, who would each try to influence the members of the court in their favor so that they could put a great claim to the throne, which would eventually divide the royal court in the basis of favor. These subjects worked out of their own self-interest and hence gave birth to the countless conspiracies which ultimately made the Mughal Empire hollow from the inner side and vulnerable to external threats. Reason 4. Low morale of soldiers. Everywhere the Mughal army went, they were rewarded with spoils of war. Given the number of wars that the Mughal army fought, they quickly became lazy, corrupt, and inefficient. Their inefficiency in the rank of Mughal military had spread so far that sometimes they even succumbed to bribes. The army general refused to march on a campaign without royal squires and a constant supply of women. There are the signs of an army that has been corrupted and spoiled that it could not the purpose for which it was constituted. Reason 5. Rise of new powers. As expected, different territories and communities decided to break away from the main Mughal Empire and establish their kingdoms. These powers included the Sikhs, Jats, and Marathas, who ultimately settled their own independent states. Reason 6. Arrival of the Europeans. The Europeans first arrived in India as simple traders and gradually started to interface in Indian politics. The British Empire lasted for 200 years and the colonization of India was a result of the complete destruction of the Mughal Empire by the British Empire. The Mughals did not make enough effort to bring India out of the medieval age and still used primitive weapons in their military, whereas the British army had advanced weapons and superior war tactics, giving the British army the upper hand.